Let's be honest. Most of you are losing marks in syllogisms, not because you don't know how to draw circles, but because you are trying to be too reasonable. Logic is not about what makes sense in the real world, it's about what is mathematically forced. UPSC does not test logic, it tests your ability to avoid logical traps. In the next 25 minutes, I am giving you the elimination engine. We are not here to solve questions. We are here to reject wrong answers with surgical precision. Most of you have been told that syllogisms are about Venn diagrams. That's only half of the truth. In the exam hall, under pressure, your brain stops thinking logically and starts thinking emotionally. UPSC knows this. They don't give you math problems, they give you logical traps. Today I am going to show you how to stop solving these questions like a student and start filtering them like a ranker. We are going to use simple real world logic here. No jargon, no confusion. There are 5 traps in syllogisms: direction, some not, only few, possibility, and connection. Let's start with a trap number 1, that is the directional flip or the passport problem or the one way street. If I tell you all people with a passport, all people with a passport, all people with a passport are citizens, does that mean every citizen has a passport? Of course not. Many citizens don't have passports. The logic flows only one way, like from the small group of passport holders to the big group of citizens. This is the one way. Here the trap is UPSC will ask like this. UPSC will say all apples are fruits. All apples are fruits. And then try to trick you with a conclusion that says all fruits are apples. Statement is like this: all apples are fruits. Then conclusion like this: all fruits are apples. But if the all statement flips backward, like all apples are fruits, that is the statement. The conclusion is flipping, that is all fruits are apples. If the all statement flips backward like this, it is a trap. If the outer circle tries to squeeze into the inner circle, if mark, that is outer circle, tries to squeeze into the inner circle, mark it false and move on. This is the rule. For that matter, for your understanding, we have taken 2021 and 2022 patterns from CSAT previous year questions. That is, statement is like this: all pen are books, all books are chairs. Here the trap conclusion is all chairs are pens, all chairs are pens. Look at the flow. Look at the flow. The logic flow from pens to books, then books to chairs. Pens are the smallest set, chairs are the largest set. UPSC will try to reverse the flow, flip the flow, like all pens are chairs. The statement here is all pens are books and all books are chairs. The conclusion here is like this: all chairs are pens. But UPSC will try to reverse the flow like this. That is, all pens are chairs. Is a 100% certainty. While it reverse like all chairs are pens is a directional fallacy. This is the reverse. So in this way, UPSC given, we will easily reject that statement. The conclusion tries to make the outer circle fit entirely into the inner circle, strike it out immediately. This is the directional flip, or the passport problem, or the one-way street. And we are moving to the second trap, that is the blind spot. This is also known as some knot trap. This is the trickiest one. If I say some students in the class are not wearing blue shirts, some students in this class are not wearing blue shirts. Think about it. Does that tell you anything about the students who are wearing blue shirts? No. They could be boys, girls, tall, short. You have no idea about all these things. You have a blind spot regarding that group. You know one thing only, that is clearly some students in the class are not wearing blue shirt. Only that statement you know. So you have a blind spot regarding that group. Let's take the trap here is UPSC says some A are not B. Some A are not B. And then asks you to conclude something definite about B. If the statement tells you what someone is not, you cannot guess what the other person is because you don't know about that person. UPSC don't say about the other person here is explicitly. So you don't know about that other person is. If the conclusion talks about the group you know nothing about, if conclusion talks about the group, that group you don't know about that group, you know nothing about that group, particular group, so you have to eliminate it. That is the trap here. We taken CSAT 2023 question pattern like this: the sum not illusion. Here is the statement: some rats are not cats. Some rats are not cats. The conclusion of trap here is some cats are not rats. This is the O-type statement trap that appeared in 2023 CSAT. Aspirants often think some not is a two-way street, but it is not. Some not students feel it is a two-way street, but it is not. What is some not like this? Some rats are not cats. This is the statement and the conclusion like this. Some cats are not rats. This is the conclusion. Just because a part of rat circle stays away from the cats, it doesn't mean the cat circle has to stay away from rats. Some rats are not cats. Some rats are not cats. The conclusion here is some cats are not rats. So, just because of a part of rat circle stays away from cats, it does not mean cat circle has to stay away from rats. Please understand carefully. In fact, the entire cat circle could sit in the rat circle. In fact, the entire cat circle could sit inside the rat circle. You cannot infer anything definite about the predicate. Here, predicate is cats. From a some not statement about the subject. Here, the subject is rats. Here, the elimination rule here is you cannot infer anything definite about the predicate from someone from some not statement about the subject. So you cannot infer anything definite about the cats from a some not statement about the rats. This is the elimination rule. You have to be very careful and remember always. Then we are moving to the trap number 3, that is only if you trap, only if you trap, or the strict border trap. Now the favorite of the 2026 paper is only a few trap. Let me explain with, with you using some illustration. Imagine a VIP party. I say only a few people here are wearing tuxedos. The statement here is only a few people are wearing tuxedos. Only a few people here are wearing tuxedos. This means two statements like two things here. One, yes, some are wearing them. Some are wearing tuxedos. And second one is definitely some are not wearing them, because here the mentioning the statement here is only a few people here are wearing tuxedos. So that means two things here. One is yes, some are wearing tuxedos. There is no doubt about that. And second one is definitely some are not wearing tuxedos. So Here the trap is UPSC will ask like this. Is it possible that everyone is wearing a tuxedo? Just think once. No. The word only already given in the statement. So the word only acts like a border guard. Border guard. It says some are definitely out. If you see only a few, any conclusion that says all is an automatic lie. Eliminate the option instantly, because already in the statement they have given only a few, so there is no possibility of all in the conclusion. So based on 2024 and 2025 trends, we have taken from CSAT question, that is, the statement here is only a few engineers are scientists. Only a few engineers are scientists. Here the conclusion, trap conclusion here is they given all engineers can be scientists. In the statement they given only a few engineers are scientists. And in the conclusion they given all engineers can be scientists. Observe it. This is the newest trap in the UPSC arsenal. If this were a simple some engineers are scientists statement, the conclusion would be a possibility. But the word only acts as a logical wall. It explicitly confirms that there is a group of engineers who are not scientists. Therefore, they can never all merge because the statements are contradictory. The statement and conclusion. The statement like this: only a few engineers are scientists. Only a few engineers are scientists. Conclusion here is all engineers can be scientists. How it is possible? So, when the statement given only a few, the conclusion given like all, there should be definitely wrong answer. You have to eliminate it. The conclusion is false. Definitely. There is no doubt about that. You may eliminate that option is easily without any second thought. Here the elimination rule is in only a few cases, only a few cases, any conclusion suggesting 100% overlap, that is all. 100% overlap means all is false. We are moving to the trap number 4, that is the friendly neighbor trap, also known as, very well known as, possibility trap. What about possibility? UPSC uses words like can be or maybe. Can be or maybe. What's keywords here is can be or maybe. Think of it like this: if I haven't told you that A and C are enemies, I haven't told you that A and C are enemies, they could be friends. Possibility is there. because we haven't told about that they are enemies. So they could be friends. There is a possibility. Unless there is no means no statement acting like a brick wall between two circles, they are allowed to touch. There could be a possibility. You draw one diagram where they don't touch and you mark it false. Here the trap. Don't be so strict. If the question asks can they touch and there is no wall in the statement explicitly stopping them, the answer is true. Be flexible with possibilities because the no statement explicitly did not given in the particular statement or conclusion. So there could be a possibility. Let's we discuss about 2020 CSAT question pattern. The can be mirage. The statement like that statement here like this: all A or B, all A, all A or B. No B is C. All A, all A or B. Total A or B. No B is C. No B is C. The conclusion, trap conclusion here is some A can be C. All A or B, no B is C. Some A can be C. UPSC test, if you understand indirect negatives, if you understand indirect negatives, since all A is inside B, and B is totally blocked from C. So A is also blocked from C. There is no possibility here, even though the conclusion says can be, which usually sounds friendly. Here the no statement creates a permanent iron curtain. So a possibility is only true if it does not violate a no, or an only a few constraint, only a few. That is top number 3. Only a few statement, constraint and no. These, if in the statement these two words if appears, you have to be very careful. There is no possibility. Otherwise there could be a possibility. If no exists, possibility dies simply. And the fifth trap, that is the friend of a friend. This is also known as connection trap. Finally, the friend of a friend trap is, you know Ravi. Ravi knows Rahul. Does that mean you know Rahul? You know Ravi. Ravi knows Rahul. Does that mean you know Rahul? Here is two possibilities. Maybe you do, maybe you do not. But I can't say for certain that you do. Yes, you are strangers connected by a middleman. The trap here is UPSC says like this: some A or B and some B or C. They want you to assume assume A and C are connected. They want you to assume A and C are connected. Let me read statement once again. UPSC says like this, trap statement, trap conclusion. Some A are B and some B are C. They want you to assume A and C are connected. Unless the statement explicitly joins them, keep them apart. Unless the statement, here the rule is, unless the statement explicitly joins them, keep them apart. Don't force a friendship that is not there. They don't touch in the statement with the circles, they don't touch in the conclusion also. So let me explain with PYQ, the transitive fallacy. This is also known as common abstract PYQ. The statement here is some doctors are liars. Some doctors are liars. Some doctors are liars. Some liars are teachers. Some liars are teachers. Here the trap conclusion is some doctors are teachers. This is the middle term trap. Just because doctors and teachers both share a relationship with liars, it doesn't mean they know each other. They are like two people who have a common friend but have never met. Here, what is the elimination rule? If two circles are connected only through a some middle link, some, no definite relationship can be established between them. Forced connections are the cause of negative marking in CSAT. Number one, forced connections are the number one cause of negative marking in CSAT. To make this ultimate Metis IAS cheat sheet, we do not turn your elimination engine into a high impact visual table that students can screenshot and memorize. Before you go, look at the screen. This is the Metis 20-second decision engine. If you see a flipped all, reject it. It's a passport trap. If they talk about blind spot group in a some not question, reject it. If they try to force an all conclusion into a only few statement, eliminate it instantly. And if there is no direct link between two groups, don't force the friendship. Only accept a maybe. When the path is clear, this is not just a table. This it's your defense system against negative marking. Memorize this pattern and you have already cleared the syllogism hurdle for 2026. The clear picture of this table given in the Metis IAS Academy Telegram channel. Please visit and download it and take your screenshot till May 24th. You have to be the screenshot in your wallpaper, phone wallpaper, or in your folder, etc. In CSAT 2026, speed doesn't come from being a genius. Why? Because it comes from being a skeptic. Don't look for why a conclusion is right. Look for the one reason it could be wrong. Apply these 5 layman rules, like these traps and layman rules, to the last 10 years of previous year question papers or previous year questions. You will find that the circles start making sense. Not because you are a math expert, but because you have stopped falling for the traps which were given by UPSC. Go practice 20 questions right now. I will see you in the next session. Thank you and all the best.